Hello out there in Internet land. It is I, the Baron of Blueberry Hill, and this is...
Hey, just a heads up, the next few episodes aren't going to be about food. I just want to let you know. It's going to get weird.
Today, we're still kind of working through our winter backlog. I think this is the last Christmas winter themed cereal we have. It's Honey Bunches of Oats Sugar Cookie. Yes, limited edition sugar cookie flavored Honey Bunches of Oats. Wow, I can smell it already. It smells kind of nice. Yeah. I actually was lucky to find this. They only found it in one place. That was Market Basket. They had it. No one else had it. It was kind of weird. But I did find it, and there's not much on the back. Sugar cookie, delight in every bite. Buttery, crunchy sweetness just right. With crunchy granola, festive sprinkles, and sugar cookie flakes. So, yeah, and it's a regular size box for once. Usually I have to get the big giant ones. Even though I probably wouldn't mind this being in a larger box. But, yeah, why don't we see what we got. Pre-opened, as usual, and you can see the stain from the last cereal I literally just had. Anyway. Yes. Wow, that's shrinkflation. Look at that. That is half full. That is like 2 large bowls of cereal, and it's all gone. So I guess pace yourself is what I'm saying. Pace yourself when it comes to the cereal. There was a significant drop in that cereal in there. Let me get that. There we go. Put that in there. All right. Yeah, like I said, it smells like sugar cookie. So yeah. Let's get some. Of course, these always had tiny little itty bitty flakes in the granola in there. It's a perfectly fine cereal. They just don't usually do like holiday flavors with them. At least not often. All right, let's eat it. All right then, let's try it dry. Did I get any granola? I got one. Are there any little sprinkles in there? There's some sprinkles in there, but you kind of can't see them too well. They're kind of all mixed up. Okay. It's kind of what I thought it was going to be. It's not bad, but it's really more. I know they're calling it sugar cookie, and like sugar cookies are basically just kind of plain sugary cookies. They're very good if made well, but most of the time they're made pretty cheaply. But this isn't really sugar cookie. What this is Honey Bunches of Oats made with Frosted Flakes. That's basically what this is. And I'm not mad about it. I don't know, they're just kind of, like, they did put some festive sprinkles in there. You can barely see, I think. Like, they're mixed in with, like, the granola pieces, and it's like, the granola kind of obscures them so much you can't see them. So, they probably should have had some marshmallows in there just to ensure that there'd be some color, but they didn't do that. But anyway, this is kind of what I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I'm disappointed yet. It's perfectly fine though. It's a good cereal. I always kind of liked Honey Bunches of Oats. It's a good, basic but complicated cereal at the same time. And this is basically a much more sugary, a little bit more sugary version of it. Like, it is definitely Frosted Flakes in Honey Bunches of Oats. Instead of honey, it's like frosting. It's like the frosting flavor. Which I suppose could be called sugar cookie. It's a little low effort, but it's not as low effort as some other cereals. It's kind of exactly what you would think. Kids aren't going to be like going out and saying, I want to try sugar cookie, like Honey Bunches of Oats, very much. It's a little bit more older demographic who's going to usually be buying this. So it's a nice change of pace when it comes to Honey Bunches of Oats, you know. Yeah. It is perfectly fine as a cereal. Perfectly fine. But it is basically just Honey Bunches of Oats. It's not wildly different. At least, you know, at very least, it doesn't have like a movie tie-in, or like it isn't promising like a really weird flavor that they're failing on. It's a very simple flavor. They hit the nail directly on the head. It wasn't a big nail. It wasn't a hard nail to hit, but they got there, you know. But let's heat it up and see what it tastes like then. 22 seconds later. I hope that wasn't too much for these little guys. There's not a lot in this bowl. And of course, you know, with Honey Bunches of Oats, they're kind of post-flakes are really very thin. They're not going to be crunchy after you heat them up. I'm just, maybe the granola might be, but otherwise. Oh yeah, that's a mush now. But you're talking to a man who don't mind that. So yeah, this is just maybe a few steps up from like oatmeal, you know, because it's almost that mushy. But if you said that this was sugar cookie, I don't know if I'd go that far. It's definitely Honey Bunches of Oats, but like with a little bit more sugar. It tastes a little bit more like Frosted Flakes. That's what they are, which isn't that much different from a sugar cookie. So it's like I'm not going to be too hard on them. If you happen to find these out and about, they're perfectly fine. They're not that much different from the other Honey Bunches of Oats varieties that are out there. So yeah, if you happen to still find these out, they don't expire until. Why do I always have the wrong side? July 2026. So if you happen to find them out before then, you like this? Sure, why not? I guess that's all I have to say about this little cereal. So you stay safe out there. Until next time, my friends.